a very warm welcome to Daily Dispatch powered by HSBC. I'm Priya Sheth, and here's our news roundup for today. As a part of a fireside chat organized by Niti Aayog in collaboration with PhonePe, AWS, and EY at the FinTech Open Summit, Niti Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant and Infosys co-founder and non-executive chairman Nandan Nilekani came together to discuss the next wave of financial inclusion and the future of cryptocurrency in India. Week 2 of the summit holds an interesting panel discussion between top leaders from PhonePe, Step, and NPCI, so stay tuned. A very warm welcome to Daily Dispatch powered by HSBC. I'm Priya Sheth, and joining me on this conversation is Amuleek Singh from Chai Point. Thank you very much, Amuleek, for joining us today. It's been an interesting journey for Chai Point. Amid the pandemic, a lot of back and forth happened with all the waves coming in and out. And of course, cafes, restaurants, and this industry has been hit primarily. But of course, there has been a lot of innovation that's taken place, and it's helped the brand as well. So tell us a little bit about how the last couple of months have been, considering that you've now adjusted to the new normal.
Right from the beginning, Chai Point has been an omni-channel brand. In fact, we see ourselves as one of the largest chai and coffee beverage platforms. And I'm using the word platform sort of pedantically as to the business model around it. We were under the impression, very candidly speaking, before COVID hit, that we are strongly omni-channel. But COVID taught us that one of our biggest channels of customer interaction, which is office space, can literally come to a halt. And it is very important that we appreciate the value of the home segment. So we realized net that till the time the brand is not available inside the kitchen cabinet of the customer, we are not truly an omni-channel platform. So the last year and a half has been all about expanding our fresh food and beverage delivery, which was a very significant business. But now, of course, it's much, much bigger, almost 200% bigger vis-a-vis pre-COVID. And the second part was that the brand had a very strong recall owing to its packaged products, and we needed to extend them. We needed to make sure that we penetrate the home channel so that the packaged product offerings from Chai Point could truly be there inside the kitchen cabinet. Now, and that has been our biggest learning. I mean, I'm very happy to share that there are some categories within which now we are the market leaders on Amazon.in on the packaged product side, in spite of us getting into this segment only in the last 1 year. So our DTC push has become very aggressive. We've gotten a great recall from customers who are already familiar with the brand, thanks to the power of our stores, delivery, and vending. So net, a lot more digital and a lot more nuanced look at our strategy to be the biggest chai and coffee beverage platform.
That's an interesting journey, Amuleek, specifically the fact that now Chai Point is on kitchen shelves, and that's an interesting perspective, specifically because the instant tea market is huge in India as well. So tell us a little bit about what the pillars of growth will be for 2022, according to what kind of roadmap that you've set for the company.
So there is no change in our core strategy. Our core strategy always was to make chai and coffee available to customers in a very convenient fashion. We went after delivery, stores, and vending first. And as I just took you through, the packaged product is the new addition. So no fundamental change in strategy. In fact, I think we are reaching a stage where the rain shower is finally ending. And there's going to be a very strong resurgence in the office space and in the walk-in and takeaway space across stores. So we want to make sure that we are sort of rewinding and resouping our core big channels while we continue to sustain the momentum around pure digital packaged product deliveries. So net, you're going to see a lot more of Chai Point in a much more balanced way across all channels. We will be increasingly more and more digital, not only in context of delivery, but also in context of our vending business and our stores. Digital investments in the classic offline channels, as well as accelerating the digital investments on the online channel. Our prime thesis remains what it was 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, that the world is omni-channel. And, brands in the long run will only win if they are addressing all the channels, especially in a category like chai and coffee, where it's all about impulse, it's all about convenience. It starts from the faith in the product and the quality, which is something which is very important for us, quality and consistency, but it's all about availability.
Right. Amuleek, tell us a little bit about what's the offline expansion strategy like? How many more offline kiosks and are you going to be opening up within 2022?
So we are still at the stage where, candidly, our budgets are getting finalized for the upcoming fiscal. But fair to say that if in the past we have on average opened close to about 60 to 70 stores a year, this year we are looking at doubling and going beyond. It's also aided by our delivery hub strategy. And it's also aided by our belief that the takeaway segment in India, which has traditionally been a very small piece, but in the Western world, in the Far East world, a very evolved segment, is going to get bigger and move faster. So acknowledging that, we will be focusing on our segments around the storefront aggressively, marrying both the walk-in takeaway as well as the delivery part of the business. You will see us getting into new cities. You will see us getting sharply growing in the cities in which we are already present. So, and you will see a lot of customer experience enhancements. We take pride on our beverages. We take pride on our quality and consistency. That is what has allowed us to be relevant even during a, relatively speaking, tough period for our sector. And we are doubling up on those investments. So the customers can look forward to very exciting forms of packaging, a much higher level of personalization in terms of what they want to consume, how they want to consume. So net really looking forward to the times ahead. We've been supported very strongly by our investors and board. We will not be shy in the next 8 to 10 months in tapping into funds to make sure that we grow really aggressively. So a lot more action coming. And I think hopefully, we are going to see a secular recovery towards walk-in, and we want to ride on that.
I want to pick up on the point where you said that you're going to go strong and aggressive on investments, not going to shy away from tapping into resources. So tell us a little bit on what's the kind of ballpark in terms of how much funds would you look at raising this year and, from investors perhaps?
So our guardrail, contrary to the revenue momentum right now that everybody is talking about, our guardrail is to deliver very strong EBITDA, of course, on the back of solid growth, because the opportunity is massive. And therefore, our fundraise strategy is going to be balanced based on our EBITDA-related goals and associated plans, long-term sustainable plans for the company. Yeah.
Amuleek, a final question before I let you go on revenue front and key metrics. What kind of revenue targets have you set for yourself? If you could give us a flavor of what we can expect going forward.
See, so FY20, we were at about 190 crores of top line. Safe to say that FY22-23, we would be looking at a number which is way, way higher than that. We are very confident that the market is in that stage of recovery. Alluding to some of the other metrics, I think the important ones to share from our side, that on the store part of our business, number one, our average order value has increased by 90% plus since pre-COVID. That's point number one. And point number two, our vending part of the business actually increased in its install base. We have grown our vending channel, the CPG VAS channel, as we call it. We don't actually sell vending machines. Vending machines are a basis for us to consume the Chai Point CPG range of products, packaged range of products. So we built that channel. Now we are more than 4,000 odd installs. We built this channel primarily on the back of a direct enterprise sales team in the last year and a half. Now we've added close to about 100 distributors across the country. So we are looking at a much faster growth on that channel via the distributor base. And I'm very excited about the addition of that. Third, the CPG DTC business, the Chai Point brand DTC business, was non-existent as of 1 year ago. And now it's growing at a clip of about 24 to 25% month on month. And we are already at a very significant level. So these three factors really, coupled from just the replication of our model, as in deploying more and more of our stores, delivery hubs, CPG vending machines, and opening newer third-party e-commerce channels for a packaged product, is going to give us a very strong level of growth. Our food share in our store part of the business, in our QSR part of the business of the brand, has increased significantly. And again, more than doubled actually vis-a-vis pre-COVID. So multiple avenues for us to exercise growth. What we want to make sure is that we are focused on customer experience very, very tightly, because we are entering into a new definition of customer experience across all the channels, be it walk-in, takeaway, or delivery. We want to make sure that we invest there so the strength of the brand gets amplified even more.
All right, Amuleek, on that note, thank you very much for joining us today, and we wish you all the very best in your journey going forward. Thanks so much for your time.